Good morning, everyone. It is coffee time. Boracay mug today. Nectar of the gods. Why am I drinking in a Boracay mug? Well, that is because I'm actually working on another Philippine video. And that's slated for March 15th, the release date. This Friday will be a My Life vlog that I am, it's already updated. Actually exporting another video as well. So lots of video editing. But that's not what this vlog is about, because unfortunately I got some bad news yesterday. So if you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, you know that I went to the doctor yesterday and he said that I needed to rest and no exercise, no running for 2 weeks. So my plans for a 50K in June have now officially been put on the DL. I can't do it. My original goal after running this past fall was to keep up about 10 miles a day, 40, 50 miles a week. But as the temperature dropped, I just couldn't get motivated to do that. It was just too cold, and I didn't want to do the stairs and blah 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 blah. And I just stopped, and then had a 2-month vacation period, and I really didn't do a whole lot there. So when we got back to Korea after vacation in February, I started running again, and had no problem doing 4 miles. Was doing that. I took it easy since I was coming off of the vacation, and was moving forward with it. So I opted, because I still didn't want to do the stairs, and at that point it was still pretty cold here. I opted to join a gym, and I was running 6.4K, 4 miles, no problem, and then moved it up to 9.6K, which is 6 miles. Still relatively no problem, but on one of my runs, because I was running inside, I wasn't using my iPhone for music and that kind of stuff. I was using my iPod Nano, which I love. Very disappointed that Apple got away with it, but since they're coming out with the iPod or iWatch, I can see why they moved away from that design, even though it's a much superior design over the current Nano, but I digress. So what happened? I was running on the treadmill, and I was going to run 9.6K, 6 miles. So I ran the 4 miles and got off the treadmill, walked around a little bit, had some water because I forgot to bring my water bottle that day. So then got back on the treadmill. But as I was ramping up to speed, I took my iPod Nano and was having a problem clipping it back onto my shorts. So as I was doing that, I was twisting my knee a little bit, and that was it. And that was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I've been babying it ever since. And while I was walking, I would have a little bit discomfort, but I would just take some ibuprofen, ice it, not do anything too rough. And then it felt okay, so I went for a 9.6 run, 6 miles. I ran a 12.8, which is a 8-mile run. And what I would do is every 2 miles, every 3.2 kilometers, I would take a break, have some water, do some stretching. And what I was finding out is, as I was ramping up to speed, my knee would be uncomfortable. But once I was actually running at a full clip, I had no problem. So I was thinking, okay, but after this past weekend when I ran the 8 miles, it just really was sore. I couldn't run on Sunday. Monday was my normal day off. I went on Tuesday and had, again, no problem running the 6 miles, but later in the afternoon it just really hurt. So I opted to go to the orthopedic physician yesterday after my faculty meeting, and he said, no, you have some inflamed tendons, you need to be good about it, you need to do your PT every day, and that's it. So once he said that, I kind of made a decision to kill the 50K in June, simply because this weekend I would need to run 10 miles. Next weekend would be 12 miles, and the weekend after that would be 14 miles. So with 2 weeks of me not doing any exercise, I would essentially have to jump from a 8-mile long run to a 14-mile long run. And while I do feel comfortable I could do it, I think that'd be too much coming off of injury just because I haven't been running 10 miles consistently. If I was already at a 10-mile a day easy running type pace, I think I'd be okay jumping back into things. But I'm not that confident since I didn't keep up running while I was on vacation. So I've decided to postpone the 50K run, which was originally slated for Father's Day in June, to a date in August. I think August 8th. 17th or 18th is what I'm shooting for now. So we'll see how this progresses. But that is the long-winded update. I'm kind of bummed about it. I really wish I would have been able to continue on with it. So that is the latest update on the running. So yeah, so sucks big time. But thank you for all of your words of support when I posted that yesterday, and all of your continued support while I did the training. I do plan to get back into it as soon as I can and get back up to that 10-mile pace, because once I get to that pace, maintaining and getting into the training regimen would be fairly easy. And again, the nice thing about this training regimen is that it takes 4 months to get there. So even though it's March now, it gives me essentially about 5 weeks or so to get better, so I can get back into training. So thumbs up there. So that's it. Today, a little bit more editing, going into Seoul to record this weekend's Out of Bed with Travis segment, and actually some really cool news with that. I need to find get some new details about that, but we changed the format, and they changed the way that I appear on the show for the rest of the year. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that change. Also, thank you for everyone who's been downloading the Korea Excursion podcast version that I put up on cheerranger.com. That's I really appreciate that. I looked at the downloads today, and that's kind of cool. And as well, at Cheerranger RTW, that's really cool as well. So thank you very much for that. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna have some more coffee and get this other video done. We'll see you soon.